You had the DOJ say this wasn't something they were going to pursue. The Federal District of New York say this wasn't something they were going to pursue. The previous district attorney say this is something they weren't going to pursue. And even this district attorney say he wasn't going to pursue it. And then what happened? President Trump announces he's running for re-election, and shazam, no, now we're going to pursue it.
Yeah, shazam. That was House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan yesterday on the potential indictment of former President Trump. Jordan sending Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg a letter yesterday demanding his testimony before Congress over his, quote, unprecedented abuse of prosecutorial authority. Sources are now telling Fox News that law enforcement officials now do not expect the former president to be arrested today, but an arraignment is possible next week. Joining me now is Wisconsin Congressman and member of the House Judiciary and Republican Study Committees, Tiffany. Congressman, thanks very much for joining us this morning. What's going on here? What's going to happen with President Trump? And did they now figure out that a mugshot and putting the former president in handcuffs is going to be his campaign picture and it's going to help him? What went on here, do you think?
Yeah, thanks, Maria. Well, I think the key question here is what the Judiciary Committee, the letter that Chairman Jordan and others have sent to the Manhattan District Attorney. What are you doing here? What is driving this? Are you using federal funds to do this politically motivated prosecution or potential prosecution? Who knows what's going on? What you have is a Soros prosecutor. And I think that's the key element here, as the Florida governor mentioned yesterday. We're seeing that here in the state of Wisconsin, where George Soros is trying to tip the scales on our Wisconsin Supreme Court. This is going on across the country. What is George Soros seeking to have happen here across America? He's using the Manhattan District Attorney, Alvin Bragg, for political purposes. And I don't know for the life of me why the district attorney is even considering something like this.
It's a great point. And why does George Soros have all of this power? Because he keeps donating so much money to the Democrats?
Oh, that's clearly what is going on. You've seen it across the country in big cities across America. And I just alluded, we have an absolutely critical Wisconsin Supreme Court race that's coming up. George Soros has poured in hundreds of thousands of dollars for the progressive candidate here, and it's meant to undermine the rule of law. I mean, look at the Manhattan District Attorney. He's downgraded over half of the misdemeanors down to felonies. But the one misdemeanor he's elevating to a felony is in regards to the former president who wants to run for president again. It makes no sense. They have politicized the judiciary. And that's another question I want to know is, or have answered, Maria, is the district attorney from Manhattan, is he coordinating with the Department of Justice? We need answers. That's the letter that Chairman Jordan sent yesterday.
Yeah, all of this in the face of completely ignoring potential serious crime of influence peddling. Okay, we now have bank records from Joe Biden and the Biden family accepting money, cash, from communist China. House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer joined me on Sunday Morning Futures, and he talked about the Biden family's Chinese business deals and what specifically the CCP was paying. Watch this.
We think there are as many as 11 more deals. Now, we don't know what those deals are. What the Bidens, in the beginning, the White House denied having any knowledge or the fact that their family was involved in any sort of way, shape, or form with the CCP, but now we have bank records that reveal otherwise. We don't know what the Bidens did in return for this money. The lawyer said that it was seed capital for a business. We haven't been able to find a business, Maria. Right now, it looks like the Biden family just pocketed this money.
Congressman, this is unbelievable. First, we have an email from the laptop. Hunter Biden talking to his Chinese partner saying, we've done everything you've asked. We haven't seen you do anything for us. Next day, or the next month, rather, they get a $3 million check wired into Rob Walker's account, a Biden family partner. A day later, $1 million of that $3 million is distributed in small increments to Biden family members, Hunter, James, and Hallie Biden. And there's no questions whatsoever from the DOJ about this. We have the bank records. That was only one deal, the $3 million payout. And Comer says there's 11 more deals. Your reaction?
So let's go back to the Manhattan District Attorney. Is he trying to change the subject? Are people communicating with him from the upper echelons of the Democratic Party, including George Soros, and saying, hey, hold it. It's time to break out the Donald Trump story once again to change the subject from Joe Biden. Who knows what's going on behind the scenes, but they clearly want to change the subject, don't they, Maria?
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, let's talk about the dereliction of duty at the border. Border Patrol Chief Raul Ortiz tweeted yesterday that in the past 72 hours, agents made over 13,000 migrant apprehensions. That included 4 sex offenders, 2 murderers, 1 gang member. Agents also seized more than 200 pounds of drugs, including 99 pounds of fentanyl. So with all of this politicking going on, we've got a wide open border destroying our country, Congressman, a real dereliction of duty there as well.
Yeah, of all the issues that are before us, whether it's energy independence, it's the raging inflation that's going on, cost of living continuing to go up, all the things that we can deal with, I do believe this is the most important issue before the American people, because we're a borderless country at this point. And our federal government is now complicit via the Biden administration in the biggest human trafficking operation, perhaps in the history of the world. And what's so sad about this is you have so many institutions that we believe that we should be able to trust that are involved with this, that are complicit in it. First of all, the United States government, but we're seeing the Red Cross, we're seeing the United Nations, we're seeing other NGOs that are complicit in this, and it is harming people. People are dying in droves coming to the southern border here in America because they believe it's open, but it's incredibly dangerous.
I know. Yeah, we've been there 5 times. We've seen it up close and personal, Congressman. Thanks very much for weighing in on all of that. Tom, Tiffany this morning joining us on this bad policy.